My name is Kathy, and I'm from the Enchanted Quilt in Wichita Falls, Texas, and I'm here today to explain to you how to do this wonderful tropical fruit quilt that we have hanging back here. We have a lot of customers that come in that say, oh, we cannot do that, it looks too hard. Well, with this ruler that I'm about to demonstrate to you, we'll show you how easy it is to do this quilt. This is a ruler from Creative Grids, and they put out about 100 different rulers. What makes their rulers so nice is they all have these little grippy dots on the back of their rulers that help keep it from slipping. They have also added these Scantron codes, so if you have a smartphone of any kind, you can scan that and it will bring up a video on how to use this ruler and what it does. So what's so neat about this quilt is normally if you're going to do one of these blocks or do a quilt like this, you have to cut all your pieces exactly, and your stitching has to be, a 1/4 inch has to be almost perfect to get those to line up. But with this ruler, you do not have to do that. The only thing that you have to do accurately is your center block of or your center square of it. So as long as you have strips of fabric, we did most of these out of our scrap bin. And except for the background, we did pull that out of our stock. But the small pieces we pulled out of our scrap bin, and as long as you have scraps that are at least probably 1 3/4 inches wide, you'll be able to do this. And you have to have one end of your strips cut straight. So you can see we started here, and you can see I have it all exaggerated. I made mine pretty large. And the way I do mine is I put 2 on this end, and then so 2 on here. You can go around, you can start it here and put this one on and then this one and this one, but I find it's easier for me if I just do 2 and 2. So I'm going to lay that down, and this ruler has squares on it, and they're very self-explanatory. This one says it's a centering square for 1, centering square for 8, centering square for 6, centering square for 4, and centering square for round 2. And then this line here is very important. So as we work our way around building this block, we will center it using these squares, or we will use this line. So right now we are on round 1, and this is the centering square for round 1. So I'm going to lay this right in the center, and I'm going to make sure that this line that's running here diagonally goes from corner to corner. That's another check that you've got it positioned properly. And then I'm going to cut this off right there. Then I'm going to turn my mat and turn it around, and then I'm going to cut this side. And we're going to work our way around until we have all 4 cut. And then this is how your block looks when you've got them trimmed up. So then we move on to the second round, and here we have it. I put two pieces here and 2 pieces here, and you can see they're way over exaggerated. And then I'm going to move to the centering square number 2, which is down here. And I'm going to lay this down, line up my center line, and I'm going to trim this side and this side. And I'm going to turn it, do the same thing, and trim this side and this side. And what we have is, this is the finished of round 2. Then we're going to move to round 3, and there's round 3. Now round 3, you utilize this line here. This is for round 3, 5, and 7. So we're going to line this up using these placement lines here. You're going to trim it here, you're going to turn it, and you're going to trim it, you're going to trim it here, and you're going to go around all 4 corners, and you're going to trim it, and here's your finished block. You keep doing that, but what's nice about this is you can end up with a 6-inch. If you want to continue, you can get an 8-inch, and then if you continue, you've got a 10-inch block. So once you've got all those blocks made and you put them all together and put a border on it, you're done. So that's the story about the pineapple trim ruler. Thank you.